It was always a great stress to me, even when I was a boy, to travel by ships on the sea. It is so strange. What is it? What is it, my liege? What is so strange? Well, so many of my family have died in storms, on ships, drowning, in the worst of circumstances, most frequently on pilgrimage. But I control a grand empire, where the sea is the only viable way to travel from one place to another. No, our people must overcome this fear. This curse must be put behind us. We will build many ports on the islands. Yes, and put this curse away forever. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with our friend Malik al-Muazzam Youkhanna II Ibn Saladin of the Umayyad Empire returning from our Hajj. We are just about to hit the sea again. Ahead of us is the Petra and Jerusalem, and then we go home. It has been something of a ruckus this Hajj, but it's been all right. He's learned Arabic. Impressive. So we're also in a war over here that we're not really running. Follow the road. So we are now a traveler, and we have gained a new stewardship perk. Let's drop this into cutting cornerstones. I'm not going to go with golden obligations because I don't want to ruin my unity any more than I already have. And if I do, the only real source of hooks I have is my family. Did I not click that? Oh, I gained a learning perk. I guess we'll start with, because of this character's peculiar way of seeing things, maybe we should do Zealot Force first. I mean, it's only Zealot Vassals. I don't know how many Zealot Vassals we have. Let's do Scientific instead. So you, my daughter, you want this man. I mean, if you bring this 54-year-old man with you, I am going to make you marry him, is the thing. You know, I'm just going to say you're coming home with me. If that makes her mad, that makes her mad. She's my sister. Yeah, she's not just some random person who can run up with whoever she feels like. It barely bothered her anyway. Hopefully the Safavids can handle their war, using my troops, of course. Up here in the north, we're not yet there with being able... wait, we should actually check it properly. So, actually, we may be there. Yes, it looks like we can attack West Francia. Derelict ship. Let's investigate. Sure, it's a 50-50 chance. I don't think we're going to get hurt or anything. Oh, we found a survivor. This guy used the correct faith. He could join us on our travels, or we could help him ashore. I don't really think we need him to join us, so we will help him ashore. My wife is pregnant. Which wife is that? That is my current primary spouse. All right. Things are going pretty well, to be fair. We're making 15 gold every single turn, in spite of the fact we have our army core out. We do want to continue to develop everything we can. In particular, the Heartland remains the Heartland. Before we do that, we're close to thresholding over Unity again, so I would like to... What does this require? 80 more gold. What does Send Bailiffs do? Enforced Bailiffs? Control growth and popular opinion? What I'd like more is to create better Unity, which we can't really do right now, so we'll continue to wait on that. Over here, we need to start making sure we build these up to appropriate strengths. Now, where did we place those guys here? This is where my pikemen are, right? So let's upgrade the warrior lodges, I think. Now, warrior lodges isn't money. Is there any money in this? No, neither one is money. So let's upgrade for money first, I think is how we need to do this. We should save maybe towards doing a grand tour. They're super expensive. They do usually bring a profit, but with a huge empire like ours, very hard to tell which sections we should be doing it in, because we won't be able to cover that many people. We could do like the old Heartland, or we could do the new northern duchies. I suppose all of that would be good. hopefully his wars end soon so that I can start pursuing my own wars. There's not many wars that this character really wants to do, but I would like to get started on them so that we can just really get into what the heart of our desire is. We're not gonna fish. We're not buying fish. We're fine. We have what we need. I'll just rest it out, you know. Looking here, a little bit more before we can build anything here. We definitely want a trade port, so that's what we're going to save for first. Always the trade port. The development over here is not bad, actually. I can trust our captain. If I trust the captain, neither one of these is particularly good. What does I do it myself look like if I ask for help from my vizier? I mean, mine only has the possibility of hurting myself and one other person. No, it can actually be many entourage members drown too. She has the maximum chance of having the minimum number of people drown, is the thing. So let's put this back to assist ruler, and we will trust the captain. Ah, she navigated the storm successfully. Great. Negotiate this alliance if he'll do it. Let's give a guardian to our son, Khalid. Khalid, what would you like to do with your life? You would like to be a steward, would you? Who is our best steward? Our vizier could do it. Absolutely, we'll trust him with that. No cultural conversions, though, please. Thank you. So that gave us some more... Ugh, we're having such a hard time holding this up. Our father was doing such a better job of holding this together. But we do have many, many more members of the family now than we used to, which is a big part of why we can't hold it together as well. Because with all the family members we have... Okay, fine. We have returned from our Hajj, which should make most people like us better. Something we were hoping for. Traveler experience. We probably could and should hold court. Though also developing this stuff out is probably a good idea as well. We're going to put trade port here. What does this help with? Heavy cavalry. Well, we could do heavy cavalry, right? We could make this third one a stable and make this a location for heavy cavalry. Convert faith task is finished. Do we have other ones we want to do? Would we like to continue converting people's faith? I mean, yes, probably. So you made yourself a sheik, and that consolidates this territory, right? So the consolidation of these territories into sheikdoms has begun. Some of these, for example, Gascon is also consolidated into a sheikdom. This guy is Catholic. Why do I still have a Catholic here? Oh no, this is usurp. This is a usurp, right? The guy who holds this doesn't hold anything over here anymore. Yeah. So the only one that's been consolidated by actual people who should hold it is... Can't do much about war until this resolves. We won't worry about that. We've been invited to this grand wedding, but I don't think we're going to go. In faith, in truth. So we have corrected the religion of our daughter. Good. Good. Let's just continue to develop out in these locations. As they develop, we'll get more money. So who are you and what happened to you? Show him in at once, of course, of course. Thank you for the donations, sir. Cousin, because we have so many now. And this is sort of wobbling around there, which is okay. Steerhouse Unity, we'll do it. Can be done once every 10 years. We will do it ourselves right now. That gets us close. It actually puts us over. If we could also, like, I don't know, I should actually check this time when this is going to be available. Early next year. It's about 6 months away. Fine. We're good on that. Okay, so things are starting to look the way we want them to. Hopefully these wars get done soon. My spy masters come with great news. Okay, so it's plotting against her. Saladin comes of age. How well did he do? Oh, my player heir has a full diplomatic education. Nice. And he gets town maven. Also good. That is really, really beneficial to him. He's at my court. We might do the thing for him that was done for my father, which is we may change the court trait, if we can, in order to get him 2 of them. We need to find him a potential wife. I thought we already arranged a marriage for him, did we not? Did that betrothal get broken off for some reason? Did that person cease? I don't know, maybe I didn't click it through. I distinctly do not actually remember. So we would prefer someone who is... Now let's switch this to inheritable traits. Inheritable. Sort by age. And then we're looking for someone around his age. Could be a little younger because he doesn't really need to get married yet. This beautiful 21-year-old would not be a bad choice. Nor that beautiful 25-year-old. Is there a beautiful younger girl close to his age? 11-year-old. And this 10-year-old. This Andalusian 10-year-old, the only trait she's picked up so far is wrathful. As for her, she's picked all of her traits up. Her stats right now aren't great, but they're not terrible. Of course, you could get a vizier to make up for that. It would give me an alliance with... looks like her brother. She's a glutton, she's cynical. I think maybe the 10-year-old is better. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, that seems like a good choice. Wait, did I not literally just pick someone for him? Oh no, it's just not fired yet. Fine. It just needs to fire. Thank you. That's good. House unity level changed. Back to friendly. Because these people can't stop being awful to each other is the thing. I want them to stop being awful to each other. Like, I get it, but, you know, you're supposed to be working on the economy, not messing with each other. Like, you guys just can't stop. I wish you'd just stop being dumb to each other. But it's just because there's so many of them, and just the sway of this game, I mean, he doesn't know this, but the sway of the game is that when there's so many people in your family next to each other, they have nothing to do except fight each other. Because they're the only people around them that can make they can decide to fight. So it really is very difficult when you've placed as many family members in positions of power as I have to keep them from going to war with each other and constantly, like, imprisoning each other. Which isn't great. So this peddler wants me to buy a chastity belt, which I would literally never use, and I don't want to. Yeah, no. I'll do what I want, thanks. I'm going to increase this. In fact, I think I'm going to try to cycle through the trade ports. Lesson in charity. So she wants to be fickle. Sure, yeah, she can be fickle, that's fine. I appreciate fickle in myself and in others. Inappropriate exchange. So she wants to be lustful. I mean, I have nothing against that. Just don't get yourself into too much trouble, or it will cause problems for you in the future. Look at this. Like, I want him to stop. He's just started to get really annoying with his ambitions. He's making a mess everywhere. He's the biggest reason why we cannot maintain our unity level. No, that's my uncle. I'm being unfair to my uncle, okay? He's not actually the cause of this, but I just wish that he, like everybody else, would just stop constantly going to war. I know I can't ask that, because I would do it myself, but still. Still. I want him to stop anyway. That's probably too much work, right? Plus, I don't know. I do want the North to consolidate itself, so I do need them to fight a little. She wants to be a steward. The best steward is my vizier, so my vizier can train her. that's okay. We are in a developmental period, right? We're trying to get development done, especially here on the island in Sardinia. We definitely... I am not going to be able to maintain this even at friendly, I don't think. I just don't think there's enough influence over it. It's going to lose this war. That's the territorial war. He's going to win this war, the Liberty War. It's not the ideal decision to decide to go with, but okay. I think the opposite would be better if you focus on this war first. Culture class. Most of the commoners living in the chiefdom of Lagodora are Sardinian descent. Proud of their traditions, it does not sit well with them that they must serve a foreigner like myself. Teach them the superiority of my culture. If I get assistance from my vizier... This is diplomacy. The 92% chance, so we'll pick this, I think. Alright, so they changed culture. We got a stewardship perk. Very nice. Let's do professional workforce. Since we're working on so much stuff for development right now anyway, we might as well be getting them done faster. I can't just go to war with you forever, man. No, we've got to start declining them. Otherwise, we'll never get to do any of the things we need to do for ourselves. Like, every time you go to war, I can't just do it. I mean, shit, I probably should have, though. A lover of elegance. My liege, have you heard what they call you? My courtier says. They call you Malik al-Muazzam Youkhanna, the lover of elegance. Spectacular, is it not? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I do love some elegance. I mean... It's true, to a degree. I mean, look at my beautiful silken clothes, my wonderful throne room, and all the opulent things that I've been building. Okay, the small harbor is also built now. We've lost a tax collector. We have a new excellent person, my player heir and son, so let's appoint my son to do this. I think that's a great way for him to train for his future. As a diplomat and as a administrator like myself. Okay, let's hold court. I think now's a good time for that. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. Gesture for the first in line to approach. My vassal, Emir Martin, approaches the throne with a young man in tow. My liege and Malik al-Muazzam, he spouts. My cousin seeks the honor of serving in your retinue of Fari. Okay. I don't think so. He's just not good enough for my standard. My courtier, Nalia, comes forward, apprehensively escorted by her husband, Kaysan, who seems in a bad temper. He spouts up, My lord, Emir Godfrey is trying to seduce my wife, an affront to Allah. He clearly lusts after my beautiful spouse and cannot contain himself. We shall see if there's any truth to this. The thing is, the reason this stresses me out is because I'm lustful. So we will do a test of truth. He denies any involvement, so he becomes slightly mad at me. That's fine. A frightful peasant strolls all too close before the guards step between us. Oh! He backs off with a wink, laughing through scant teeth. Your lordness, I come here from Carmona with a matter of Grayat import. His eyebrows undulate. You see, Malik al-Muazzam, the wash... Oh, jeez. So I can force him to do it. Just do something about it. That's your job, steward. The reason why you're the steward is to do things about stuff like this. So everybody here likes me, but I should still be working on my powerful vassals. So let's just figure out... Whoops, no, not that way. This way. So I could start swaying you, or I could just go for a befriend on you right away, which I think will be fine. After that, we can start befriending family members, which might help us with our ever-fluctuating family balance here. I should, because I'm having trouble with it, I should notify me when this is ready, but 10 years is a long time. I don't need that. It's just impossible to influence them enough to stop them from doing these wars. I could try to raise my... The thing is, I do want them to solidify this up here, and wars are one of the ways that they do that, so we're just gonna have to let them be. Like I said before, we're just gonna have to let them be. For now, they can continue. Negotiate a treaty with him. Alright. We're still trying to work all this out. Scheme at court. Let's increase all these trade ports. Okay. So my son has now got got the scholarly one. Sadly, my son is gay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my son being gay except for the fact it means he's going to have a tough time having kids. And he won't be able to fix that in any way. He's sadistic. Oh, my son. This is what I get for trusting you to somebody else's care. You got a great education and terrible traits. Well, I think we're going to change the court over for a while. The scholarly court is really good. It is going to cost us a bunch of learning. But for now, I think we need diplomatic court just so my son can get this going better. Plus, we could use this, right? Yeah. So let's do that. And now that we've done that, we should find somebody to befriend. We can befriend our uncle will not become our friend. Will the young man here become our friend? Yes, so we'll start with him. We should also probably try to befriend our council members. This is breaking in 18 years, and I need 300 gold for it, so just save for it next, I think. The subject deserves as much attention as I can afford, yes. So let's do it. 97% chance. You gain new insights. Nice. So hopefully we can make that 700 gold in the next 18 years. That's a joke. Of course we can. Of course we can make that money in that time. Soon we'll be able to do both of these wars. The following faction is... Okay, so they have been finished. We are still working on cultural change here. A gift for... No, we're not buying any gifts right now. We have too many important things to do. They know that my attention is valuable enough on its own. At least that's what I tell them, and I hope that they listen. My court physician can do this. Haman Havak. As I enjoy a bath with my grand Alam, Wahid, he suddenly brings up a more serious matter. My lord, he whispers, last night Sheikh Bashir Abi was here in the bathhouse with an entourage of unshaven miscreants, deviants, and a donkey. I mean, we don't shave. We literally wear hairy faces. But I see what you're saying. My family member... Yeah, it's up to them. Ugh, so much stress. You know, the fact is... Negative unity or not, I gotta denounce him. Do I, though? What is he saying that really matters? First, he said unshaven, which we'll just assume he said something else, because, of course, he knows as well as I do we're not supposed to shave. Scarcely bring myself to describe. Fine, we will accept our Alma's word that he needs to be, denounced. I mean, he is a trusted, leader of the church, after all. Of the faith, after all. You are always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. That is what it needs to become a guardian. I'd rather become friends with my daughter than get a hook on her. I don't can't imagine any situation where I would need an unnatural influence over her. I have arrived in Isabilla to pay homage to you, my glorious Malik al-Muazzam, as a show of loyalty. So this guy from north of the peninsula. All right, show him in. Of course, I accept your vows. Thank you. Your gifts are appreciated as well. They will go towards repairing the knife. which, as I said, I have to prioritize right now. Oh, we're back to harmonious. Barely. Barely harmonious, but that's okay. Barely is better than not at all, right? Befriend, a gesture of generosity. I don't think I need any more help on this. 95% is good. Thankfully, this war is going to be over soon. Befriend, offering relief. It will critical my stress if I do this. And I have a 100% chance of success. No, I don't think that's a good exchange. Do I have any stress downs at all? I don't. Hopefully things turn out okay in the next little while. I can't really go on a hunt because I'm saving for the to save the dagger. I mean, it's 18 years. I could actually probably go on a hunt. How much would the least expensive falconry hunt cost me? Since it is the traditional kind of hunt of my family. I mean, we have great hunts up here in the north. Switch that. What about here? It actually seems okay. If we minimize the number of people and take no attendance, it goes down to 300. If we lose the boats, it goes to 344. That's still a ways off. Well, I mean, we do prefer falconry, so if we're gonna do a hunt at all, we're gonna wait until our falconry can be done. With suspicion, I took her out playing with a bow. Okay, she can become paranoid, or she can become ambitious. Am I gonna threshold to make her ambitious? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna take this because I think we're gonna be able to clear it with a hunt before 5 years passes. So we're gonna accept the situation. Pleased to see that she considers herself a civilian, so we have changed her culture. I have made a friend. What a good day. Indeed. Thank you. So now let's start befriending the steward, I think. So let's befriend our steward. Always a good place to start. Family reflection. I remember the day when my son, Muaya, was born. To my courtier Simon, my handsome son. Memories like these bring me comfort. I wonder why they always call them your courtier instead of your spouse. I think it's because it's the secondary spouses. Could give him a gift, which would help with stress, but I think I'll treasure the thought and take the small stress down. Because we gotta save that dagger. Succession is safe. Oh, Simon, you have been so brave. So I have another daughter from her? Very good. Very, very good. Really want this to end. We're back to harmonious again. It's just back and forth all the time. Fine. Fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. Scandalous Scion. So your son has been joining the fighting clubs, has he? I mean, he's not that great, but yeah, he can join. He can join my court. That's fine. I don't really have a position for him, but he can still join the court. Right? I'm not against him joining. Let's look at where we're going to put our cultural increase next again. Here we go. So this is civilian. It's just this left that I control, which is good. Right, we're not growing any of those because we're trying to save up for a hunt to save us from our stress. Befriend, a verdict from heaven. We shall tell Isa about this vision. Let us pray together in gratitude. With blessing is success chance, which I don't need. Let's pray together in gratitude. So we have now made this young man our friend. Good. So what's next? Somebody else on our council? I think you, sir, can become my friend. Part of being a just ruler is getting close to all the people in your council and making sure that you, let's disband all this. Good. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to war with West Francia. Now, we could holy war for the kingdom, is the thing. Do I want to? Do I honestly want West Francia? So here's the thing. Even if a bunch of Catholic rulers join, we probably win. That's a lot of new territory to hand out a lot of new territory to hand out. I was never interested in this. This was never my plan, so we're not going to do that. That's just too much. We do have to think about this war, which is coming up too, right? So I don't think so. He has a specific goal. It isn't to delve deep into barbarian lands. It's to clarify that this whole buffer on the peninsula is ours, right? We are going to declare this little war for the last bit of West Francia that we need. But with that, we're going to end this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time as we war with West Francia here in the Umayyad Empire. Goodbye for now.